Get ready for the action, because we are diving straight into the latest football drama. We start with a major look at Pep Guardiola's future. Body language expert Darren Stanton has weighed in on the city boss's demeanor after the Catalan coach walked away from a post-match interview. We break down exactly what Stanton is seeing regarding Pep Guardiola's body language and what it truly suggests about his reign and his plans for the future at the Etihad Stadium. We examine the unique interaction Cherki had with Prince William at the Wembley final and the surrounding atmosphere of that historic victory. And finally, we hear directly from the players about the intensity of this journey. Anton Semenyo speaks candidly about the pressure of the title chase, his return to Bournemouth, and the dynamic between him and the Manchester City squad. Don't miss this deep dive into the mindset of the players as they fight for silverware and what it means for the season ahead. Stay with us. Body language expert Darren Stanton suggests Pep Guardiola is firmly committed to Manchester City, dismissing speculation about his imminent departure as baseless. Stanton analyzed Guardiola's demeanor after a post-match interview, concluding that the manager displays no signs of wanting to leave the Etihad Stadium. Stanton stated, "Pep Guardiola is here to stay," attributing the current outlook to a renewed passion for his role. Stanton pointed to specific nonverbal cues, noting an absence of excessive blink rates or physiological signs of stress. He highlighted Guardiola's strong eye contact and coherent body language, suggesting the manager appears genuinely happy, with micro-expressions indicating joy even after recent trophy wins. The expert argued that the decision to cut a television interview was likely a response to repetitive questioning rather than a prelude to a farewell. "I don't think this will be his swan song," Stanton asserted, noting a lack of emotional leakage that would typically accompany such news. He found no psychological indicators of deception, concluding that Guardiola is simply bored with the topic. This relaxed state, Stanton suggested, indicates a psychologically healthy environment, free from the tension often associated with managers nearing the end of their tenure. Stanton concluded that Guardiola is coherent in his spontaneous responses and not holding any secret announcements. He posited that the rumored goodbye video might actually be an announcement of a new, long-term deal. While the expert remains cautious, the prevailing analysis indicates that Guardiola is content and likely intends to see out his contract. Meanwhile, Guardiola remains focused on the Premier League title race against Arsenal. With the Carabao Cup and FA Cup secured, the team's energy is directed toward the final weeks of the season. The recent Wembley victory has maintained high momentum, confirming the squad's hunger under Guardiola's leadership. Although the future of his contract remains uncertain, the body language analysis strongly suggests the Guardiola era is far from over. Manchester City faces a crucial final test in their Premier League title race, with just 2 matches remaining, trailing Arsenal by 2 points. The path to contention has been paved by tactical evolution, as manager Pep Guardiola has shifted the team's approach from slow, possession-based control to a more direct and vertical style, prioritizing quicker transitional sequences to destabilize opponents. The immediate challenge lies in facing 2 vastly different opponents. The first is AFC Bournemouth, known for one of the league's most aggressive pressing systems. Bournemouth aims to create chaotic, high-speed contests, forcing turnovers high up the pitch. For City, composure during build-up is paramount. Guardiola's adjustments, featuring players like Tijani Reinders, who excel at direct ball carrying, and high attacking movements from forwards like Erling Haaland and Jeremy Doku are designed to bypass initial pressing waves, creating space for these players to exploit. The second test comes against Aston Villa, who represent one of the division's most tactically disciplined, possession-free sides. Under Unai Emery, Villa employs a compact defensive structure that quickly closes central spaces, forcing opponents into predictable wide areas. Here, City must prioritize rest defense stability and technical patience. The return of Rodri and the signing of Marc Guehi have enhanced City's ability to react quickly to transitions, but they must guard against being exposed to switches of play on the flanks. Guardiola's final attacking decisions are set to be delicate. The pressure of the title race may force him to prioritize reliability. He might lean towards Omar Marmoush's energy and positional flexibility against Bournemouth's intensity, while requiring greater technical control against Villa's structured defense. Ultimately, Manchester City's title hopes hinge less on sustained domination and more on their adaptability, tactical discipline, and emotional control in these high-stakes, contrasting environments. Manchester City star Rayan Cherki created a viral moment following the club's FA Cup victory over Chelsea at Wembley. While receiving his winner's medal, the French winger broke protocol by stopping Prince William for a spontaneous selfie, capturing a memorable moment during the official ceremony. The Prince of Wales was present at Wembley Stadium in his capacity as patron of the Football Association, where he participated in the medal and trophy presentation for Pep Guardiola's squad after Manchester City secured a hard-fought 1-0 win. Cherki, amidst the line of victorious players, held up his phone after shaking William's hand, and the prince happily posed for the camera with the footballer. Adding another layer of interest to the event, Prince William is a known supporter of Aston Villa. Despite his usual matchday companion, Prince George, being absent from the Wembley stands, the match carried an element of irony given Prince George's rumored affinity for Chelsea, Manchester City's opponents. William has previously joked about his son's club choices, admitting he is open to his children's preferences, though he has teased that his son naturally supports Chelsea, referencing past rivalries. The match saw Manchester City celebrate a second trophy in the season, while Chelsea were left disappointed following a sublime flicked finish from Antoine Semenyo. Chelsea will now look to build on their season by welcoming new manager Xabi Alonso for the upcoming 2026-27 campaign. Antoine Semenyo has been navigating a period of high pressure and some friction with former teammates ahead of Manchester City's upcoming trip to Bournemouth, a fixture set against the backdrop of a fierce battle with Arsenal. Semenyo, who proved decisive in the FA Cup final against Chelsea with an improvised backheel flick, is now part of the City squad aiming to maintain momentum. The Blues are chasing a domestic treble, while Bournemouth, unbeaten since Semenyo's departure, are pushing for a European spot. Semenyo acknowledged the intensity of the situation, joking that he was the problem but expressed confidence in the team's ambition, stating, "It's going to be tough. They've got something to fight for, so they're going to make it tough for us." Joining City in January, Semenyo has already secured 2 trophies, and the team has maintained a flawless domestic record since his Premier League debut. Reflecting on his experience, Semenyo described the past 5 months as surreal and intense, highlighting the need for rapid adaptation. He credited the environment created by top players, noting that being around world-class professionals who have achieved success makes it easier for wingers to operate effectively, creating numerous one-on-one opportunities. Focusing on the immediate task, Semenyo emphasized a singular focus. "We're not focused on Arsenal and what they do. We just have to win our games and apply pressure the best way we can." The upcoming fixture against Bournemouth is viewed as a significant challenge for the squad as they look to build on their recent successes.